Cookie cravings. Acute encounter. Little did I know, my life was about to change forever. It all started on a day like any other. Sipping my afternoon tea, I noticed something move from the corner of my eye. A tiny mouse with sparkling eyes and twitching whiskers stood right before me. He looked up with those adorable eyes, and in my heart I knew what he desired. A cookie, of course. I picked up a cookie from the jar. The aroma wafted through the air, reaching the little mouse. He jumped in excitement, his tiny paws outstretched. I chuckled at his eagerness and handed him the treat. The moment the cookie touched his tiny paws, a wave of pure joy washed over his face. It was as if he had received the greatest treasure in the world. He took a bite and his eyes widened in pure bliss. The taste was heavenly. But little did I know, this simple act of kindness would set off a chain of events that would turn my ordinary day into an extraordinary adventure. The moment he finished the cookie, the little mouse looked up at me with a mischievous glint in his eye. He rubbed his tummy and pointed towards my glass of milk. Of course, how could he enjoy a cookie without a refreshing drink? Always happy to oblige, I poured some milk into a tiny bottle cap. He took the tiniest of sips, savoring each drop, but wait, something was amiss. His whiskers twitched and he looked around frantically. His eyes settled on a mirror near our table. Aha! The milk had left a tiny white moustache above his little mouth. He needed a napkin. It was as if he spoke through his expressive eyes. I quickly found a napkin and handed it to him. He meticulously cleaned his face, ensuring not a speck of milk remained. But as he rubbed and rubbed, a thought seemed to strike him. His eyes sparkled with mischief and he began drawing on the napkin with a nearby pen. He was creating a masterpiece. Stroke by stroke, he filled the napkin with intricate details. It was a portrait of me holding a giant cookie with him perched on top, happily munching away. I was amazed by his artistic talent. He looked up at me, beaming with pride, and pointed at the drawing, then at the refrigerator, his message clear. He wanted to display his art. I chuckled and obliged, carefully pinning his masterpiece onto the fridge. As soon as it was up, he took a step back and admired his work. But then his eyes widened in horror. The pen! It had left a tiny smudge on his paw. And just like that, we were back to square one. He needed a napkin to clean his paw, and of course, a clean paw would require more milk, which naturally would necessitate another cookie. The cycle continued, each action leading to another, creating a whirlwind of hilarious chaos. But amidst the madness, one thing was clear. This little mouse had brought an unexpected joy into my ordinary day, reminding me that sometimes the smallest actions can lead to the greatest adventures.